everyone, today I want to do a quick video on not being afraid to be you. I think about this quite a bit actually. It's something that means a lot to me because I have found that when I speak to different people or just when I observe different people, actually I would say it comes down to the conversations that I've had where people sometimes feel pressure to change who they are to conform to a certain um, behavior or personality, whatever it may be that people expect of them. And I am such a firm believer in being who you are, really just digging deep within and living from your heart and behaving from your heart, just being who you are outside of the pressures that people may be putting on you to act a certain way. Speaking from the perspective of, for example, being a black female, it's very easy for me to turn on the television and see so many negative stereotypes of black women and perhaps feel pressure to conform to what I'm seeing on television. And oftentimes a lot of people conform to what they know, what they see on in the media and so forth. And I just really believe that all of us are so blessed as individuals, and we come with our own unique gifts, our own unique traits, our own unique personalities, and it's perfectly fine to live your own skin, live within your own persona, and just be that light, shine that light to the world, because that's what people really benefit from. It's not necessarily, people don't benefit from a copy of something that they already know. They benefit from having access to the true you. And when we try to dull out our light and put a cover on it and pretend, pretty much go out and act as if we're somebody else, we're actually depriving other people from whatever our true nature is and whatever they can benefit from that true nature. It's actually quite sad because there are so many people who feel like they have to conform to another image or to be something that they're not in order to be accepted. And that's really what I think it comes down to, is acceptance. People want to be accepted. And I feel like if you're yourself, if you choose to be yourself and you don't feel that, and you don't act out of that pressure to conform to whoever you're trying to impress, you are going to actually be in alignment, better alignment, to find people who are a better match for you in terms of friendships, relationships, and so forth. And I find that oftentimes it's very easy to get depressed when you try to act in a way that isn't yourself, and you're trying to impress certain people and you try to conform to what they're expecting of you. And then, yeah, you have this set of friends or people that you can hang out with that accept you, but are they accepting the real you? And that's a question you have to ask yourself. Really dig deep within and question whether or not they're accepting who you really are or what they believe you to be. Because I can be honest with you, I don't want friends in my life that don't accept the real me. Because at some point, the real you will show at some point. Either you're going to feel that disconnect within, or they're going to notice something, and it's just going to be a whole issue. So why not just choose to pause, dig deep within, find out just who do you really feel yourself to be? And I know I sound a little bit esoteric a little bit, but I think you know what I mean. And I know you know what I mean. I'm sure you've come across people who you just get that sense that they're not necessarily acting out of their true nature. And when you see them around certain people, you see them acting a certain way, and you're like, what's this disconnect? Why do you feel this pressure to conform or change how you're behaving to fit the cool crowd or to fit this crowd or what have you? And we all change according to who we're hanging out with and so forth. That's just human nature. But the degree to which we change who we are, how we speak, and how we behave in order to make certain people like us, I just feel like the more, not unilateral, but the more uniform that you can be with different groups and acting out of your heart, really just being who you are, the better off people will be in terms of benefiting from who you really are. And there's not going to be this disconnect of several different groups that you change for are all in the same place and they're all trying to figure out who you are. It's not this big concern from your end as to what mask you put on or what act you have to put on to make everyone like you. Because if you truly act out of your own heart and you don't feel the need to put on an act for people, and you act as your own individual, people will never feel like you're being a fake or a phony, because they know, they trust that what they're seeing is the real you. And ultimately, that's what you want. You want people to bond with you and to build relationships with you based on what they believe you to truly be. Because those are like the deep, true relationships, not the relationships that are based on phoniness, on aesthetics, and all that stuff. You want the real, deep relationships that last a long, long, long time. So yeah, that's pretty much my big tip for today, is to be authentic, and you're going to attract authenticity in return. And that's what we all want, right? We want people to be real with us, and people expect the same thing from you. So be you, and don't be afraid to be you. So yeah, that's my video for today. More videos are on the way on this channel, so stay tuned. See ya.